Super Watermelon Island. The opening sequence is an echo of the opening of the first episode of Lost, including the shot of the palm trees with the camera straight up and the unexpected dog.
You got this, dude! You know the drill.
Gem drill. In the drill cockpit, there are words in Russian Cyrillic saying numbers, control 1, parameter 2, and circuit 3. This is a reference to the Russian Mir space station command control panel. Same old world. In Empire City, a billboard reading Darkcopter, turn off the bug, can briefly be seen. This is a reference to the musical Spider-Man, Turn Off the Dark.
It's actually 2 more hours to the cluster.
Oh, wish I'd brought some tunes. Thanks.
Bondmate. This is Ian Jones-Quartey's last episode as supervising director, most likely to create OKKO, Let's Be Heroes. Hit the Diamond. From the 4th episode of the Steven Universe podcast, Rebecca Sugar stated that this was the episode where all the voice actors of the same episode were present to voice for the first time.
Ruby! Sapphire!
Hugs!
Hello, Steven.
So, what's the plan?
Stephen floats. Sadie says, alas, poor Stephen, I knew him well, which is a reference to the William Shakespeare play, Hamlet. Drop beat dad. Ian Jones-Quartey makes a cameo in this episode as a member of the crowd.
Oof, just look at you. When did you get so tall?
Like 9 years ago?
Whoa.
Mr. Greg. Shelby Wabara, parodied voice actor, is also a dancer who provided the audio of Pearl and Steven tap dancing in the song Mr. Greg.
Ooh, you ruined the song!
Sorry, guys.
Too Short to Ride. Shelby Wabara also revealed this is her favorite Peridot episode.
Cute roommates in your area.
I'm all set, thanks.
The New Lars. This is the only season 3 episode to physically feature Lars.
I'm Lars! I'm Lars!
Beach City Drift. This is the first episode to feature 3D animation.
No! We're about to witness the true power of the Supremo!
Restaurant Wars. This episode reveals that Ronaldo has a girlfriend named Jane who was first seen in Line to the Movie as the woman behind the ticket booth at the film theater. Kiki's Delivery Service. This episode has an overstock of references to anime. The episode title is a reference to the Studio Ghibli film Kiki's Delivery Service. After clearing Kiki's mind of the cheese, 2 pizza slices can be seen over the horizon as Kiki and Steven look out from the store. This is a reference to the famous ending of the animated film and the end of Evangelion.
Me? Now that is nasty.
Monster Reunion. A tower Santa drew is similar to the Spirit Tower from Adventure Time, a show that Rebecca Sugar has worked on before. Alone at Sea. The episode features a new ending theme. Greg the Babysitter. This is the first of 2 episodes in the series where Steven's name goes unsaid, the other being Buddy's book.
Oh my gosh! Medallion's gonna destroy me!
Gem Hunt. While Steven says this is Connie's first mission, Connie has in fact been on a gem mission before. She went with the gem to try and get the ocean back in Ocean Gem. Crack the Whip. This episode marks the first time that Stevonnie engages in combat and fights using Rose's sword and shield, effectively combining Steven and Connie's fighting styles. Steven versus Amethyst. When Steven and Amethyst are choosing which character to play as for Lonely Blade, one of the playable characters is a polar bear resembling the Ice Bear from Cartoon Network's We Bare Bears.
Don't say that! Whoa! That was great!
You think that was on purpose?
Bismuth. This is the first official half-hour special of the series. Previous half-hour special events were 2 episodes combined and aired together. Because of this, the episode has a unique title card. The episode begins immediately after the opening theme, and the title and credit cards are not displayed on a separate card, but instead are superimposed over the action. Beta. The episode was met with controversy upon its release. The fans of the show became confrontational with the former show writer Jesse Zook on Twitter due to the perceived subtext hinting at a romantic development between the characters Lapis and Peridot within the episode. On August 12, 2016, Zook deleted their Twitter account, likely as a result of the preceding controversy. Earthlings. This episode is the first to have the title card with the Beta Kindergarten as the background. This episode shows Amethyst bubbling a gem on screen for the first time also.
Yellow diamond?
My diamond! Your diamond! Pink!
back to the moon. As Lapis Lazuli lets Leggy out of her water sphere, she says, "Leggy, come on down." This is a reference to the signature line of the game show, "The Price is Right." Bubble. Rose Quartz's identity as Pink Diamond was revealed in a single pair. Rose was hinted during this scene where Eyeball states that Steven's gem has more of a pinkish tint rather than the usual reddish pink that Rose Quartz normally had.
That's more of a pinkish red than a real rose quartz reddish pink.
The Kindergarten Kid. The raw sound effect used for the corrupted gems bubble by Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl at the beginning of the episode is taken from the Varactyl, a reptilian creature from the Star Wars universe. Know Your Fusion. This is the first canonical episode to feature a fourth wall break, with Say Uncle being the first to do so. However, in Say Uncle, Uncle Grandpa himself admits that the episode isn't canon. Buddy's Book. This is the second of 2 episodes in the series where Steven's name goes unsaid, the other being Greg the babysitter.
7 lions? Please, don't eat me!
Mindful Education. Here Comes a Thought is the first song sung by Stevoni, the first duet by Garnet, and the first song of season 4. And this episode ends without an iris close. Future Boy Zoltron. Another arcade machine has the name OKKO, a reference to Ian Jones Courtly's animated series of the same name. Last one out of Beach City. Pearl's cool clothes resembles Jesse Zook's bad pole drawing. Onion Gang. This episode makes a number of references to the video game Undertale. Soup loosely resembles the character Frisk. The bug race in the show references its snail racing minigame Thunder Snail. Steven makes another reference to Undertale when he says, "I guess this run of Onion Tail comes to an end." Gem Harvest. Greg's birth name, DeMaio, is the same name as Nick DeMaio, an animation director of the show as well as this episode.
You call me Uncle Andy. I'm an uncle. I can't believe it. Greg, you little turd, how come you never told me?
3 Gems and a Baby. This episode name is a reference to the 1987 film 3 Men and a Baby. Steven's Dream. The movie which Steven and Greg are watching at the beginning of the episode depicts a blue alien with a spaceship bearing 3 diamond symbols, abducting a cow. This is most likely foreshadowing the way Blue Diamond abducts Greg later in the episode. Adventures in Light Distortion. Most of the interior scenes in the roaming eye traveling at dangerous speed were inspired by the Stargate scene of the 1968 sci-fi film A Space Odyssey.
Why doesn't she ever tell us anything? This is why we don't listen to her.
Gem Heist. This is the first episode the Earth does not appear in. The Zoo. The Zooman's Earrings music cue is a direct reference to the announcement musical cue heard when waiting in line for Disney's Star Tours ride. That will be all. What's the Use of Feeling Blue is the first song in the series sung solely by Homeworld Gems.
Pearl, do something. Sing for her. Make her feel better.
Yes, my diamond.
The New Crystal Gems. Peridot acting as Garnet and Lapis acting as Amethyst could be a possible reference to the fact that the voice actors Shelby Rabara and Jennifer Paz initially did auditions for Garnet and Amethyst respectively. Storm in the Room. One of the games Steven owns is called Cosmic Engagement, a reference to the real-life board game Cosmic Encounter. Ronaldo. When Ronaldo was speaking to Steven after leaving, he quotes a famous line from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That's rough, buddy. You want me to put that in the Renault Flit? That's rough, buddy.
Tiger Philanthropist. When this episode was released, this was the first episode to dip below 1 million viewers. Room for Ruby. When Steven observed Navy driving the roaming eye, he states that the Crystal Gems finally have a pilot, seemingly forgetting that they already have 2 pilots with Pearl and Peridot. Line 4, alternate ending. This episode revealed that Greg and Rose had planned to name Steven Nora if he was born a girl. This is connected to Rebecca Sugar's own life, as her parents also wanted to name her Nora. Connie's disguise is similar to Carmen Sandiego from the video game of the same name, while Steven's disguise resembles both Mario and Luigi from the Mario franchise. A short snippet of each series theme can be heard in the background. The Good Lars. On the walls of Lars' kitchen, there is a drawn picture of an AT-AT Walker from the Star Wars franchise. Are You My Dad? An image on the Dream Ghost movie box resembles the iconic pottery scene from the 1990 film Ghost. Am I My Mom? It was revealed that Sony made the song that she and Steven danced to in Alone Together her ringtone.